Hey guys, welcome to, you guys know, it was probably because I finished the Reread Binding for the video yesterday, a couple weeks ago. I never uploaded it. So I uploaded it yesterday, it was uploading last night when I went to bed, whatever. And I went to go delete footage of the video. I forgot that I started filming the reread of Keeping 13 of this video right after I finished that video, and I forgot about it until after I deleted all the footage. Now so I'm refilming this now. So I'm kind of using this. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the intro, the remake of intro for the reread of Binding of Keeping 13. I started this a couple weeks ago. I think I haven't talked to you guys since the day I started it, because I decided to not film, but so I, since the first day I finished, so the last time I told you guys, I'm on page 2. Yeah, I know. And technically I have 5 days, technically 5 days, depending on maybe 4, depending on if, so I may, it'll probably be 2 weeks at least. So if you watch this video, just know there's no intro, because I actually deleted the intro. I don't even know where I started this video. Hopefully I can read some of this every day for the next 5 days. So hopefully I can get at least 2 other pages in, possibly, because I'm not going to take this to school with me, because I'm filming a Venom video while filming this one. Well, I wasn't filming this one until now. But yeah, I kind of wanted to tell you guys that, because I was just like, so I haven't touched this since then. I don't know why. I think I needed some time to not look at emotionalness, but hopefully I'm somewhat ready, because I need to, because I already have Binding 13 and I already have so, but yeah, I just want to tell you guys that, because if you watch this video, there's no intro. No, you watch, I write my beginning screen, welcome to my channel, whatever, there's gonna be no intro of me introducing this video, me talking about these. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know. So yeah, so I will get it later. Bye. Hopefully I will catch you guys tonight. Hopefully, depending on if I actually read or not read that, which I'm hoping I will. We'll see. So I will get it later. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to this video again, because I think I said this in my Reread Binding 13 vlog, that I knew this whole reread was gonna take a minute. But I think I started this whole reread series August, June, July, and this is the first time that I've touched Keeping 13 in I think over a month. I don't know. It's been a while. I've read pages, obviously. I read it from page 60, 80 something to page 120, and then this is the first time I've touched it. And I don't understand why I think it's just I know that it's so yeah. I think I said this in the last clip that this video is very chaotic and very all over the place. There's days, one day, I don't know what day I last filmed, but I've accidentally deleted the intro. Accidentally deleted the intro to this vlog, so I had to redo the intro. And I was just it's fine. But I'm currently on chapter 18, page 123. Guys, I love them so much, but I feel so bad for them, no matter what. Lily, because, so I guess I'm trying to get CapCut to open because, you know, I'm having issues. But, you know, because I feel like, I know this is not Joey's book. Joey is one of my, like, if I had to rank the characters of the whole book, of those books, it would probably be Shannon, Johnny, Lizzie, Hughie, Claire. Like, I don't know how to describe, like, I would probably not be able to, like, you know. And cause, I don't know, in Saving 6 or Redeeming 6, we do get, I feel like everyone loves to keep saving and redeeming 6, and I'm not saying this to hurt everyone's feelings, but in my personal opinion, I don't really like redeeming 6. We do get a lot of background. I love redeeming 6 because it's, you know, it's 700 pages. It's the same length, like, it's I think even longer than releasing 10, and I was like, oh good god. But you know, because we do get, like, you know, talk for Joey, who is Shannon's older brother. And can we just take, I know there is not where I am, but, like, just knowing that he's gonna pop up eventually soon again, I'm really mad at it. Because, like, in this scene, they're like, it's Joey, Shannon, and Johnny. And basically, like, Lily was looking at this, and it's like, Darren's talked about. I'm like, come on. But, like, the way she describes, like, how she feels, she said, I actually don't know about this, and certainly worries me more than my father's disappearance. Because I cared about Joey. He was important to me. For the most of my life, he was the most important person in it. The thought of something happening to him was unbearable. It was too much to take, and I honestly don't think I could take a lot more than anything. I'm, like, you know, so it's like, and then, you know, him, I just feel so bad. Like, I'm already ready for, like, I'm already, like, sad knowing that, like, you know, so, yeah. I mean, I'm obsessed with this still. Like, it's like, I'm like, why do you pick this up? Like, if I could and I had the mental capacity to binge this, I probably would. But I've just wanted to use, like, I've been trying to, like, you know, I've read 3 books so far this month, and I'm like, oh, you need to read, because I'm currently reading Fairy Tale by Stephen King. And I'm like, 100 pages, read that. And I'm like, you need to read 100 pages to be able to finish it by the end of September. I'm currently reading Gulliver's Route. I'm currently listening to the audiobook of One Mid-Hatch. And I want to do this. I want to finish this read, so this doesn't turn into a 2-month video. Because the first video comes out in November. And I'm like, I kind of want these to go alphabetically, but I want these to go in, like, a pretty much somewhat order. So I'm like, okay. And then, you know, I've been having struggles with my YouTube. And I'm just like, okay. So, I just feel bad for all of them. And then like, you know. So, yeah. I'm hoping to get to page 200 possibly. I don't know, we'll see. It's only 617, and I still want to read a little bit more of Fairy Tale. And if my computer loads, maybe edit this video, like, get it exported, because it's being weird. It only let me export a video that's 15 to 20 minutes long. So now I have to split this video. It's like an hour video into 3 parts, because they only let me do 30-minute parts. You know. So I'm like, okay, just thank you for I'm trying my best here. So, yeah, I am like, kind of like, so I'm going to move to the living room and put all my stuff away and then start reading, and then hopefully this will be downloaded by the time I get situated. So yeah. So hopefully if I make a good enough update, I will update you guys tonight. If I don't, just know I probably didn't read much, but I'm hoping to read something. So I'm gonna see you later. Bye. Sorry, I'm trying to make this like something. I don't know. I'm weird. Hey guys, so whoops, I don't even know what day it is this vlog. It's okay. It's alright. I always start as I think in August, maybe July. But, you know, it's currently Tuesday, September 15th. Right now. Yeah. Right? It's the 15th, right? Yeah. No, it's the 23rd. Wait. Please tell me I put it on the wrong date. I think I did. Oh, good lord. You know, I was just like... Wait. Yeah. Wait, no. I put it on the wrong date. Put it on the wrong date. It's okay. Whatever. You know, because I'm trying to, like, you know, tonight, like, I was like, hey, so you guys know that I read 3 books in July, 4 books in August, and I've read 3 books so far in September. And I'm just like, okay, I know, like, I'm in the middle of technically 3 books right now. 3 books right now. I'm reading 2 physical books and 1 on audio. You know, 1 I'm 20 pages through, like, I think 30 pages through. 1 I'm like 100 pages in that, so you know, whatever. And then the last one, the audiobook, I'm like maybe like an hour for the audiobook, so I don't know how many pages it was or whatever. So, and, you know, I'm like, okay, because I told myself I wanted to at least read 5 books in this month, because that would be 1 more of last month. That's what I'm basically want to be doing. So by the time December comes, I will be at September. Like, I will be reading like 9 or 10 books in December if I read 1 book a month, like, you know, 1 book more than I did in last month. I was like, okay, you know. And I finished 2 books pretty quickly. I finished Betting on You and Wolverine on the same day. And then I finished City of Ashes for Something Clear yesterday, which I stayed up pretty late. I stayed up a little bit later to finish that. But now I'm like, okay, every book I'm putting in the middle of, I'm not like 1 book like I'm interested in, but like, you know, I just picked it on a whim because it was school library. I had nothing to read because I was taking it out that day because I didn't feel good, and, you know, whatever. I don't know. I think it was that day. I don't even know what that it was. I don't think that was the day. I don't know. I just didn't have a book or something. I don't know. So I decided, and I've never read a Stephen King book before. And I don't know, I just went in the deep end and said, oh, I looked at Fairy Tale by Stephen King. And I was like, okay, I'm going to read this one. Like, I was like, okay, because I really want to read 1163, no, whatever the popular, 11263, no. What is that book called? I don't know, whatever. Okay, I'm going to read that because I put it on my Christmas list. I put that other book on my Christmas list. For Christmas, you know. But, you know, trying to make my Christmas and birthday list because it's within 2 months of each, like a month and a half of each other. Whatever. And, you know, I'm trying to, like, you know, I told myself today, you need to read 100 pages of Fairy Tale because that's the longest. And it's going to take you the longest to 6, like, that book is almost 600 pages. Like, it's like 597. So I'm like, okay. So I'm on page 1, you know. But this book has been staring at me since I started this reread. And I'm like, okay, you need to read this read. Like, you need to read. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, technically, after this week, I have 1 more week left. Am I sitting at a good point? Yes, technically I'm sitting at a good point because technically I've read 3 books out of the 5. But, you know, I'm kind of slowly dying inside when it's like, because nothing sounds really good to me. Nothing. Like, SB13 obviously sounds good because it's a 6-star series for me. Like, this will forever be. But, like, Fairy Tale is okay. It's in the story. It's like 100 pages. 100 pages for I'm enjoying it. But it hasn't really got, like, the full, like, you know, Glorious Rivals, which I'm calling middle of. Another physical book I'm calling middle of. I'm only 30 pages through that one. I'm not really doing that. I'm just trying to not. I don't know. I should really pick that up. And then, today, for the past 5 days, for the past 2 or 3 days, because I filmed a writing vlog a couple days, like last week, and it got cut off because I was going to my mom's earlier than I wanted to, whatever. So I'm okay, it's fine, whatever. I just said that vlog was going to be cut off. Well, I think I tried to edit it on Sunday when I got home from my mom's house, It said, I guess I was doing some things where it's like, it said, oh, CapCut is not responding. So I just shut the program down. Okay. Whatever. And then, I'm not thinking clearly on yesterday. So I'm like, okay. Yesterday morning, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, I forgot to turn, cause the way I have to, get my footage to, move my camera to my computer is basically I record where one side of the cord plugs into my computer and one side goes into my camera. And basically, this menu comes down, and it's either one thing, and then I have to click mass storage. And then if I ever click that, and I have to click OK, and then it shows this, computer thing. You have to click that, and I forgot to turn my camera on, and I had it plugged in, but I forgot to turn my camera on. So it was saying video, clips. I was like, okay, whatever. And then, because, I think I've told you guys just before, because I actually filmed this on my phone for right now, that, with this camera, whatever, I've had to split videos up into parts. I'm okay with that. But usually an hour video can be split up into 2 parts, because usually 30 minutes are fine. This video was an hour long, an hour and 5-minute video. Has to be split in 3 parts, because I tried 20 minutes. I tried 30 minutes for the first part, so I didn't have enough storage. Second time, I think 20, I don't even know. So I ended up doing 20. So I'm okay. And then the second, the video finally, part 1 of this vlog, finally exports this morning. I export and I upload it before I was going to school today. Okay, great. That's fine. That's great. That's one thing off our agenda for today. Well, and then, I'm okay. So I deleted all the clips for that video. I deleted so I could have the clips for that. I deleted the video. And then I was going to start editing and exporting all the clips here for part 2 of the vlog. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try 36. Well, at one time it says it's fine. It says, it tells me that, I have enough storage. Time it says it does it. And then it's I say 15 minutes. And I'm like, oh, great. So I'm kind of over this. And then it's saying, which it says before when I first got CapCut Pro that it said, it acted like you don't. But it's been showing me advertisements about it, and I'm like, okay, do I really have it, or do I not? And it's just playing, So I'm stressed out about that, and then, I'm kind of talking about an identity crisis, not really. But, I quit my acting, and I wanted to do band, and that's too much inconvenience, so now I have to come up with someone else to do, but I'm like, okay, what do I want to do now? Because, because I feel like, I don't feel useless, but I feel kind of left out when I don't do anything with my little sister, because my little sister, which technically I feel like this year should be just about, well, of course my little brother matters, obviously, but, this is the first year she's really done something. She did softball last year, and then she started, when my son and my dad first started dating, she did a little bit of but she quit that, and now she's on volleyball. And I already felt guilt tonight because I didn't go to her first practice. Her first practice was tonight, and I was like, I didn't feel like going. Because it was a later practice. Because I think on Tuesdays it's at 7, on Thursdays it's 6. So I think I'll be going the first day's practice. And then my old brother has practice on Saturday. And then he has his first tournament of the season next Saturday. And then I think his video will come out after, so this will come out, I think, in December. But, you know, because I'm supposed to be getting my braces off finally after almost over 2 years. Over 2 years of having them on. I'm finally getting them off. I went like a week ago. I think it's going to be exactly a week tomorrow. You know, like we played today because originally it was supposed to be the 8th, but my mom's going to take off, and, you know. And last year, I had this day off, technically, because it was the pre-ACT. Well, whatever day the pre-ACT was for the sophomores. Because basically, one day of the year, last year, we had off, like, the freshmen, freshmen, juniors, and seniors all had off because the sophomores were taking the pre-ACT. And then at the end of the year, I think all of us had, it was a virtual day or whatever. The 9th, 10th, and 12th grades had off because the 11th grades were taking the ACT. Well, I didn't think clearly because I knew I was taking the pre-ACT in October because people told me that. But guess what the date is? The day I get my braces off. On October 1st. And my appointment's at 1 o'clock, and I even, because I get accommodations, whatever. And I even went to, because my special needs teacher who has she was out, half a day today. So I talked to my social coach, and she was like, yeah, you should have run, and I have to leave by 12:30 to be where I have to be, because it's about 30 to 20 minutes away from the school. So I'm like, okay. So originally we were going to do it for the 8th. Because that's, the week after the 1st. But my dad wanted to do it because I wanted to get them done a week early. And then that's the week of the 8th is the week before fall break and the weekend of my older sister's wedding. So I would have them off for my older sister's wedding. Either way. So it's like, okay. So now, I'm like, I really hope you have a cancellation, because I was hoping maybe I could go next week, but it's not looking like it's going to be, because I haven't told my dad yet, because I'm trying to, because I'm hoping tomorrow we can, talk to them and see. She said usually they're done by 12:30, but knowing us, sometimes we go really fast, sometimes we go really slow, and I'm just like, great. I'm already not, looking forward to it. I'm already not, and I'm trying to stress myself out, but I kind of am, because I'm like, and I'm like, why do you want to do something if you stress yourself out over the smallest things? But I'm just really over it. I'm like, okay, so now I have to and I know versus are a big deal. And I know it could be pushed back, and I know it's not really a big deal when it comes to this. But it's like, oh, okay, now I have to substitute getting my braces off for taking a test. A long test. A test on the computer. It's like a gap. I had to take a gap all through middle school, and then last year I had nothing. And then this year I have pre-ACT, next year I have the ACT, and I have something for 12th grade. So at least I get a year without doing anything, but I'm like, okay. And then, yesterday I had an English test, which was 50 questions. Today I had a math checkpoint, which that was pretty good, that was pretty easy. I had a science quiz that racked my brain and made my brain want to go and fried. Tomorrow I have a history checkpoint, and that's it. And then it's like, okay, but I know I have my English checkpoint coming up soon. I probably have my science checkpoint coming up soon. I probably have my another science test coming up soon. I'm already I don't know. And then I'm just like, I don't know. But I'm kind of over my life right now. I'm like, all you do is complain, and all you do is ask people, make people feel bad for you, and now it's like, oh, you have to actually deal with your problems, Avery. You have to suck it up and get over it. I'm like, okay, I'm really over it. And it's like, when I think about stuff I want to do, I'm like, you get so stressed out about certain things, or you worry about so much. What's the point of putting something else on you when you can't even keep up with so many things? But yeah, so I'm gonna go put my cover again and go to bed and wake up and stretch and study for my test and possibly keep able to keep 13. I may update you guys in the morning. I may update you guys tomorrow night, depending on how I feel. So yeah, so I will catch you later. Bye. Yeah, so today is Wednesday, September 17th, and I made it to page 228 of Human Reread. Guys, I don't know how to describe, because the scene we just had, basically, which, like I said, I think I said in the previous clip that I don't like Darren at all, which is her older brother. He appeared at the beginning of this book, and he is basically became the parent, kind of, not really, but kind of him, whatever. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, kind of over him already. I understand where he's coming from, but I kind of wish we could got a book. Wish we could get a book in his perspective that would make me want to like. Cause I don't know, I just don't really like him in this book so far. To be 240 pages in, he popped up after we've watched my Buddy Routine vlog. Basically, but it's like, I mean, I feel kind of bad for Shannon, obviously. I feel bad for Johnny, obviously, too, but it's like she sat in the bathroom for half the day because, she had a panic attack or whatever. And it's just like, when you look at the representation of that, I always say, the more emotional it gets, the more depth and the more attached I get to the characters. The more we find out about, backstories and stuff. Like, if you ever read my book, which if it's ever gonna be this lengthy, there's a lot of background. But I feel like she does it so well. Which, like, you get to see pieces of shit and be happy and go getting, But she's with that with her friends, with Johnny, obviously. But when she's with Darren, Tag, Sean, she's basically, and her mom, which I like her mom. When do you don't? And it's just like, I just feel so bad for her. I'm just like, So yeah, so I'm hoping today, because I have nothing this afternoon, and today I have English, creative writing, yearbook, and history, which I have a test in history. Oh god, I'm not time for that. And so I have that, and then that's it. Hopefully for the week. I don't know. Probably have a quiz in science because it's basically gonna be math. I just, But like, look how many annotations there is, which I am really like upset because you can barely see it, but it's bothering me when there's like a space. Well, it's like so many, not many. This just doesn't bother me, so I may have to go back and have some more. And that point, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But but it's like the tiny, conversations, and the tiny, the moments that are together. That's what makes this book for me. Like, if I had to describe why this book was my god tier, because I read this originally in November of I think I read both of these books. No, I think I read Binding 13 in November of 2023 and then continued Keeping 13, started Keeping 13 and finished Keeping 13 at the end of 2023 or the beginning of 2024. And I read maybe 6 of physically. Because I have the old edition of Binding Keeping 13 and it's called the Indie. Wherever before they published these editions, they published the person on the cover, which I'm kind of glad I got this cover because I don't really like the other cover. Which the other covers are on my other bookshelves, so you can't see them. You can only see these, which these are cute. I love these. Which I've already asked for the new exclusive editions of the Binding Q13 and the whole series, basically, of the new covers. Because I think whenever I grow up, and when I see these Google social media, and I know, they probably piece by piece, but they have like a whole shelf of Binding 13, like of the whole Blue Summon series of different editions. That's what I want. I want this edition. I want the editions I have of the old covers of Binding Key 13. I want to buy the new covers. Every edition they have, I would probably buy because that's how obsessed I am with the series. But yeah, I'm hoping to get to page 300 maybe 100 pages today. Just, I'm trying to read 100 pages a day of this so I can, hopefully finish this because today is Wednesday and I don't know if I'm going to my mom's this weekend or not. So, we'll see. So, yeah. Okay. Bye. Hey, guys. So, you guys know that I'm currently drafting Project Physical Touch, and I originally started this project, really got this idea, I think, towards, I don't really know, I think I just came up with a concept of this, because I don't really, I don't know what my love language is. I never have. And just one day, I had this idea, and basically I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, basically, because this is gonna be a 5-book romance series, and each book is basically the female main character and our male main character both feel like they know their love language, but they've been private because of their because of their trauma, because of what their childhood or whatever, because and I think if you guys watch my YouTube videos, I think I told you guys that I'm really hard. I started writing when I was I think I've been writing since I was in 5th or 6th grade because I originally my first book, which is about history, for about a year. It took multiple unfinished drafts. Unfinished drafts to finally get to the point where I finished. And I started this draft of my first book in I think the beginning of 2024, at the beginning of 2022, something like that. And I finished it in February of 2024. And yeah, and it's currently 48,000 words. So technically, it's 2,000 words less than novel words. You know, so it's like, so I started that, and then while I was working on that, which that's a private for another day to talk about, but I started my first romance novel, Love at Expected Arrival, which I need to rework that one, so that one will be a future project eventually soon. But I got this idea, I think, towards I think if you guys want to YouTube, like I said, I filmed like start outlining a new book with me, I think. And I posted that vlog, I think, in July. July, I posted that video. And I started outlining it, like, you know, and I've always called myself a pantser, but I am a pantser because, yes, ma'am. Hey guys, I'm gonna wait because I feel like I have a pretty good shot on finishing this by tomorrow. And I don't want to leave you in the dust because I feel like this vlog was very short and very, not, you know. But because I started on page, I think, 200. And I'm currently on page 392. So, yeah, I feel like the days that I just let myself binge, the days that, like, I know it's right to binge, I binge. Starting, and guys, there's so much. Like, just look at how many tabs. Look at this. Like, this is insane. Like, I'm only for like 300 pages. Like, basically, like, you know, if you've read the first book, sorry guys, but if you read the first book, you read the ending of it. The ending is, you know, a big fight, a big thing that ends up at the beginning of this book. You get to see, like, basically the aftermath of that, right, it picked up right after my routine ends. And basically we get introduced to Shannon's dad goes away. Darren, which is Shannon's old brother, comes back, you know, and then, you know, like, and for instance, and then I think they end up, like, going to court or whatever. And then, like, towards the part where I'm book, like, he had to go to a rehab facility for, like, a month or so. And you know that, and, like, because I guess he was on protective order or something, like, they couldn't talk to him, see him, whatever. I guess Darren and Joey could see him, but I think that was it. And maybe his mom, maybe not his, probably not Joey, but, you know. But, guys, I'm obsessed with them. Like, just, moments are, like, so cute. Let me just read some of these parts to you. Let's see if I can find a good one. Let's see if I can find a love confession. Like, the way that he describes her, like, I am obsessed. Like, I have always said, I want to be in this universe, I want to be Shannon, but not her home life. Not her home life. I feel so bad for her. Like, she is, like, you know. But, like, for instance, let's just do, I really like, some things are cooking to me, sometimes it's not. But, like, let's see. So, okay. So, at this point, let me see. Is this the part where I feel like this is what happens? And I feel like in this book, it's very popular where there's a moment where Johnny and Shannon are like having a good time, like, you know, it's cute, whatever, we get a sweet moment to them. And then something happens where something goes down where it's like, hell breaks loose because it's like, I feel like the past time, like, the way he's with her, like, literally, let me just say this conversation. Like, this is, like, I think, like, a sad part, but it's kind of cute to me. It's cute to me because the way that he acts, like, you know, the way, says, Shannon, come on, he urged, following me, give me your words. I think, pausing, I dropped my head and clutched the still, I'm going to cry. That's okay, Joey's told me, standing so close behind me that I could feel his flying against mine. It's okay to cry. I didn't want to do that in front of you again. Instead, ragged breath, I clenched my eyes and choked out. I don't want you to see me fall apart all the time. Well, you don't have a choice, he replied, turning me around, pulling me into his arms, because I'm not leaving you. Shaking my head, I keep my eyes closed and whisper, Johnny, I'm not going anywhere, he says, tightening his hold on me. I try again. You can't, I'm not going anywhere, Shannon. You don't need to. I'm with you, all of you, every part, good and bad, I'm saying, so don't hide this part from me. I remain with you for the longest moment. I don't face him because he doesn't let me go. He held me right, refusing to let me go, refusing to leave me alone, and when I caved, when I finally crumbled into him, I broke down. I completely lost it. Right there in Joey's sitting room. I don't want to have a conversation. I just want to cry. Johnny seems to sense it because he doesn't ask me any questions. He doesn't say a word. Instead, he keeps his arm around me, my body, and holding me close as life fell down around me. Like, it's like, and then, you know, and then chapter 47, she says, this is like when she finds out that her dad is out of rehab facility. He's out in, I think I call it Billy Wagon. I guess how you call, like, because this whole series is taking place in Ireland. It says, I couldn't sleep. My brain was on high alert. Every muscle in my body was locked right with tension. Every time I closed my eyes and tried to fall asleep, I was riddled with mental images of that's. Okay, this is Johnny's perspective. I didn't look at this. I didn't look at the perspective. You know, and then like he says, because one very kid okay, so if you guys read this whole series, this whole book is about, you know, Johnny and Shannon, and basically, which it kind of reminds me of how my book is, but like in a different dynamic, a very different dynamic, but kind of the same sense, kind of, but not really. Like, my female character is she's a physical therapist on this team, and he just had life-changing surgery that left him amputated. This is my book. And basically, she's a physical trainer, and she's trying to help him, whatever. In this book, it's not the same trope, but he's injured. He had surgery at the beginning of the first book. He just had surgery before the book started. you know, on, you know, if you know, and basically didn't heal right. He didn't heal that well, so he had emergency surgery, like, towards the end of body routine, and then, you know, like, I'm trying to find, because I will say, like, they are like my Roman Empire. Like, if I had to describe and I had to tell you what my Roman Empire is, of books, it would be Johnny and Shannon. It would be Johnny Kavanaugh and Shannon Lynch. So be prepared to be, yeah, on how much I love this series. Okay. The only thing I really don't like, there's a couple of things, not many, that like it me out. And there's one scene that I remember every single time, and I kind of forget about it until I get to that scene, and it icks me out so bad. And usually, the past few times I've read this book over, from the back, I remember reading that scene and I hated it. I hate this scene to death. And I'm like, okay, Johnny, we understand where you're coming from, but like, can we please not be that graphic? I hate it. Like, it's like so gross. Like, it's like the way that she described, the way he said it, I was like, oh, I wanted to like throw up, and it makes me want to like crawl in my skin and like, you know, throw up, because so I'm trying to find the love confession, which happens pretty. So I'm trying to find. And then, like, the other part, which this is talked about at the beginning of this book, when they're, like, hesitant of, like, seeing each other. Like, not hesitant, like, you know, he was obsessed, but, you know, she was either too old or she was leaving because he's a regular player. And that he was going to be leaving soon to, you know, go and play rugby. That's what they play in Ireland. I think it's the equivalent to football in that state. I think. I don't really know. So like, I'm trying to like find the parts like I want to, because I feel like oh, here it is. What do you think? No. But like, I don't know how to. I mean, like the scene, like they are like, you know, look at it, like they're about to go to class, and he says, "Wait, wait, wait." Reagan to kiss Johnny stares down at me really hard. You're my girlfriend now, right? Feeling slightly dazed, I crack my head and stare at him. Huh? I go over here, Peter, looking nervous. Are you? I've never done this before. He glances around the empty room, turning attention back to me. And I need to know where I stand with you. Oh, I struck hopelessly, near to eye. It says, yeah, sorry. Without another nervous breath, looking. Was he? I don't know. Am I? I finally reply. And he says, I freaking hope so. So I feel like that's that, like, I feel like the tiniest scenes happen, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, when he has to give her reassurance, because, like, reassurance that, like, let me just, like, try to find another one. I only had it, and then I decided I didn't want to look at it, so I said, okay, I'm just gonna go. Like, just the tiniest small moments, like, make me want to, like, giggle and give me butterflies. And I think I'm, like, this is why I know this is 6-star read. Maybe I'll find some more when I think I've done it justice. I think I have. I hope I have. But, like, I think I've done this. This book deserves like, if you're not mentally stable, please don't read this book. Please don't read this whole series, because you have to be mentally stable enough that you can handle all of this, because these two books have abuse and sadness and all of that, and then, but yeah, so I'm gonna read. I need to write some tonight, because I have not wrote in the past couple days, because I wrote over almost 10,000 words last week and haven't put a physical touch in a week, and I need to do some planning for it too, so I'm probably gonna do that, and then possibly get to page 400 of this today, and then, so yeah, so I'm gonna do later. Bye. This is the weirdest thing ever, but I feel like everybody else is like, oh, sorry, so I have to go eat breakfast. I don't know. But not really much. We got to 255, page 4. Well, 8. So I'm hoping my host has practice tonight. So that means at 6:30, I think. Maybe at 6. I think 6:30, so that means we'll probably leave at 6 foot. That means we'll probably leave after 5:30. So I'm only get to pay. I'm hoping to get to pay 500 today, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah. So I go there. Bye. Hey guys, welcome over to the video, and welcome to another rant video, because I don't like talking about my feelings, but like I'm gonna have to, because I'm so over. Like, it's like I know I get really frustrated so fast, but it's like I know I really need to go and. Hey guys, don't need to not leave check in, because I've read what I thought I was going to, but I had some free time, so which I did have. I put the tabs on some of these places, because I didn't feel like I needed tabs out, and but guys, I'm already like preparing and mentally preparing, because not even mentally preparing, I've already had to be, because I was like, okay, because basically I do that, like, the big, not the big conflict, but, like, you know, like, basically, you've read the first book, which is Binding 13. Basically, at the end of Binding 13, there's a big fight, there's a big communication, like, not really, but, you know, that ends up saving in the hospital, whatever. Well, her dad, the abuser, her abuser, basically, disappears. No, not disappears, but, like, basically, they tell him he can't come back. Basically. And then eventually they went to court and they had a protective order or something. And then eventually, over time in this book, he eventually went to rehab, or he went to like a 30-day center or something. And then eventually there was a part where she found out he was out of the rehab facility. And then when she found out, she was at home and she realized that he was there again. And oh my gosh, guys, like, and also and then I love, like, I understand what Johnny and Johnny's parents are trying to do. I think just like when they're trying to be like, you know, I don't know. Like, knowing that, like, 'cause basically one moment is basically after she found out that her dad's back, she basically calls Johnny and says, like, basically after she finds out that Johnny, her dad's there, Joey gets there and Joey figure out, you know, and they have this big thing, you know, and he lives again and Alfie leaves, which is Saving 6 and Demon 6 love interest, Johnny and Alfie. Alfie, I think it's Alfie. And, it's like, I feel so bad for all of these characters. And I remember when Johnny's parents told him that they were wanting to foster Tag, Sean, Johnny, and I guess, I don't know if they're aged out. I think he is, so technically Sean and Tag. Guess what his name is. I think that's what their name is. Yeah, but, like, I know what the ending of this book is, and because everyone has these theories that were, like, everyone's getting these. I even saw someone post of, like, their predictions on what the next book is going to be. And everyone is, like, you know, convinced because she posted she made a, I think she made a song, like, either someone made it up, it was just, like, I don't know, everyone was posting about it. Well, she made a Spotify playlist that said March 2026 to April, like, June 2026. And everybody thought, oh, maybe because technically we have been hinted, I've seen some things that we're getting another Claire and Gipsy book. We're getting something, and I'm like, we're gonna have to get the next Hughie and Lizzie book. We're gonna have to be, right? Like, with these books, usually they're, you know, right. And I'm just like, so everyone has these theories. And guys, you know, I'm not really a TV watcher. I watch TV. I do watch TV. It's usually YouTube, but, like, I watch TLC, like, I watch Outdoor, I watch 70 Nonsense. I watch that, but, you know, in my whole For You page, and everyone's talking about Summer Nights Home Pretty. And I was like, I got the first book for my birthday when I was 13, and I read the first book. Whatever. Well, I finally gave in and decided, because I watched the first episode. I watched the first couple minutes, I think, the first hour, I don't know. Watched the first episode of it a long time ago. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch it. I got 10 minutes into it, and now, and my whole 4-year page is about it. So I'm just like, but I know what's going to come next, because that's kind of like if you've read Binding 13, if you've read Kiwi 13, basically, Johnny, of course, is a rugby player, and basically he's going, like, at the beginning of Friday 13 throughout all the whole books, he's basically, he has surgery down there. And it healed right in the first book, and he had emergency surgery, and, eventually, well, basically, like, the two things that, like, he's basically leaving at the end of the summer. I don't even know, soon, to, I guess, to live, like, after he graduates, because technically, Tillman College, technically in Ireland, is technically high school for them, but they call it college. So I think they're like I don't know. So technically, I guess when they go to college, would tell be the college, not the, it's so odd. But, this whole series is taking place in Ireland. So what do you expect? But, like, so I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm just like, which I know after I finish this, knowing that I have to read Saving 6, which is my least favorite. I don't know. I think Taming 7 and Saving 6 are like teetering. They're my least favorite books. Because it's probably Keeping 13, Binding 13, Leasing 10, Redeeming 6, possibly Taming 7, and then Saving 6. I think Saving 6 and Taming 7 are like rich. Which everyone has fears too that we're getting another Claire and Gipsy book, and I'm like, I feel like I just need one epilogue book of every couple, of Johnny and Shannon, of Joey and Alfie, of Gipsy and Claire, of Hughie and Lizzie, whoever we get a book, because we know we're getting, because technically there's 6 books out right now, which I think it's supposed to be a separate book series, I think. I don't know. Like, we know there's more books coming, we just don't know when. I'm gonna go back and find the, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna be able to finish this what I want. I think so. I don't have anything. Like, tomorrow is the day that I have, tomorrow's like 8 period days, so that means I have all of my classes, which we don't usually go to like this, but we'll see. So I have all my classes, so hopefully during the times I don't have to go to class, I can just read. This book is about 651. So, and then on page, did I even tell you what page I was on? I'm on page 18. I'm going to, go look something up real quick, take something in my backpack, charge my Chromebook up, and then go to bed and try to, because tomorrow's Friday. Thank gosh, because I feel like every week either goes really fast or goes really slow, and I feel like this week went pretty fast. Next week will probably go pretty fast. I don't know. And then the week after that, it's the week that technically I have to take the pre-ACT and I have to get my braces off. And then the week after that is Friday the 8th, not the 8th, the 10th. Leaving for my older sister's wedding, for my older sister getting married on the 11th. So technically next week is like the last week before I have stumping. And then fall break, and then basically I think that will start checkpoints for me. Well, not really, I already took in checkpoints. I guess there's technically 2 checkpoints in, well, this is the way they did it in the history. They had like 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 3 another quarter, But, So, yeah, I'm gonna... So, yes, I will catch you guys later. Well, actually, I don't know. Depending on how much I read tomorrow, I may not update you guys and get it until after I finish this book, which I'll probably update you guys since it's like the last day, hopefully. So yeah, so I will see you later. Bye. Alright, guys. So I did not read much, but I did read. It's kind of weird because if you look at my tabs, I need to put the tabs I need to put on when I didn't feel like getting my tabs out. I just highlighted, so I need to put tabs over there. But like I don't know. It's just like, because I think we're getting to the point now where it's like, I already know the ending of this, and that's why I feel like we need one more book. At least. Not one more book, but like, I feel like we always need more books when it comes to this series, and forever. But I feel like I know this is a lot, and I know this is a lot of work, and I know it takes a lot of work to write books, and I know it takes years, sometimes months, weeks, days, years, but like, with the ending of this book, it's like, okay, I want to see them after, not even after, like right after, oh, of course I wanted to see how, I wanted to have kids, I wanted to have, get married, and I'm like, that's what I want to see. Because everyone had a theory on what books were going next. And I'm like, oh. But yeah. So, I'm going to try to finish this one at school today. Just, because I'm on page 539. I literally told myself, I was like, okay, I was going to get, because I was like almost, I was getting a little because it was like a scene between Gibbsy and Johnny, which I loved their scenes, but whatever. And then I'm like, okay, because, at this point, Johnny's mom and dad have taken custody of all, I don't know, I know all of them. I don't know about Dara, but I know they took custody of, they want to foster Joey. And, because I think they already, have temporary custody because of what happened to their dad and to their parents, on the fire, basically. Okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden, because ever since that day, Johnny's been giving Shannon's space, whatever. And then they see each other for the first time. Oh, not really, but they have a conversation. And he ends up telling her that he was pretty close to, almost, I don't know, he saw when he went to go get Tad, Sean, and Shannon, he talked to her mom, and she just said, get him out, go, which, that just, does something to me, because I ever read that one, I was like, oh, good Lord. It's I don't know, because I know the ending, and I feel like the ending, but it's just because I don't know, because I'm probably going to take a couple day break. I don't know, we'll see, depending on how I feel. I'll probably take a break from this for a while, and then I'll start Saving 6. Because I'm not really looking forward to 7-6. Because I don't really like 7-6. I know that sounds really bad. I don't really like, I don't know. I think Taming 7 and 7-6 are like tiering my least favorite. Because I think I told you guys this. It's Keeping 14, Binding 14, Washington, maybe 6, and then, no. So yeah. Hopefully next time I see you guys, I can finish this. So I'll catch you later. Bye. Hey guys, I wanted to update the last update of the video and do the outro of this vlog because I've actually finished reading Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh. Guys, I understand why, and look at how many tabs. I literally went back to go because there was some places that like I highlighted but didn't put tabs on because I didn't have my tabs at the time, or I just didn't feel like putting tabs on it yet. And I even went back to look at it because I finished this pretty early in the morning today. And I even went back and there was still some moments I wanted to annotate, and I was just like, I don't understand. Between Biden King 13. So this is what Binding 13 looks like. Let me show you my, let's see if I can find Keeping Binding the old cover. I think it's here somewhere, I just don't know where. Somewhere, and I don't feel like looking for it. But look at Keeping 13. This is the original edition I had. Like, I don't feel like I do it justice, and I already like sex, I already put it, but it's okay. But look at Binding. This is the black bloom, no, the black spine bloom edition of Binding 13. This is 600 pages. 604, like 600 and, 600 exactly. And then this is Keeping 13, and this is, when this book was first originally published, this was what was published in. This is, I think, indie published before anything. Like, look at just, like, this is, like, what the, it's not too bad, but, like, this is, like, over 640. It's so odd, because this is, Binding 13 is 600, and Keeping 13 of this copy is 640, 650 almost. And I'm thinking, this is 650, like, the same as this one, but this is different pages, like different, like compare like this is like, this is a page, like I feel like this is smaller, but the like pages are like Bible thin, like thin pages, and I'm thinking, golly. So yeah, I love this. The ending, because basically if you've read Binding 13 Q13, basically Joey, a male main character, is a rugby player that has the equivalent, I think, the football here. Because this whole series takes place in Ireland. So, if you ever decide to read a series, just know they say a lot of things. If you look at the books, there's a whole glossary, like, that has name pronunciations, which I don't know why they only have Alfie, which I probably they only have the ones that like are difficult, but like there's one. There's I think even a big glossary in one of the other books, but I'm just like, because this book, and in Binding 13, basically, he's trying, the beginning of this book, he just had, basically had bottom surgery, not bottom surgery, but surgery down there, and he's not really, like, letting it heal so well. So basically, he has emergency surgery in this book, and basically, even before before everything, he already said that he had an opportunity, I guess, because technically they call it Tobin College, the school they go to, they call it Tobin College, but it's technically high school to them, so, like, I think they call it first year, fifth year, I don't know, stuff like that, and so technically, it's so odd looking at this because I feel like I finished this. But like, I think this is like, if I had to think, like, what is like one of my most anticipated, not most anticipated, my most anticipated book? Where is it? I would have to say, this is not too close, but I know. Wild Side is, well, I don't know, just some really big entertainment when it comes to stuff like this. So, like, but, so he basically has this dream that, like, he has this opportunity. Well, like, he basically, like, he might get, like, he didn't know, but, like, he goes to this, like, I don't even know what it is. Like, he plays on this certain rugby team for another college, or I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's actually college and not high school. I don't know, but, like, that's what they talked about, basically. Like, he was going to leave by the end of the summer. And I remember thinking, I guess I didn't realize the actual ending of this book, because I thought he came back like, he was gone for 6 weeks. I think for training or, to playing games, whatever, for 6 weeks. And I thought he was getting a bigger opportunity, which that did happen. But I thought he left by the time the book ended. But no, he didn't leave. They, I guess, chose to wait until, like, he needed some more time. I don't even know. But, guys, this whole series, I like to call these duets, kind of. Well, technically, this one and Binding and Saving 6 and Redeeming 6, I go with duets because they're both, it's 2 books. But, like, well, that's another one I just found. But, like, I am, like, just some of the annotations I have in here makes me want to, like, So, yeah, I love this book to death. I love these books to death. And my sad is over. I think it is my fourth, this is, I think, my fourth or fourth time reading these 2 books. And that's going to be the way it is until the day I die. I'll probably will reread these series until after she finishes these books. And probably even after she comes out when I feel like, like I don't want to do anything or anything. I'm probably going to read these books. I will probably read these books. If by the time I die, I will probably read it over 1,000,000 times because, and I will be that person that have multiple copies of these series in different covers. I have these. I have the old edition. I have the indie edition. So when I first decided I wanted to read this series, I had Binding Key 13 in this cover, and then I have Saving and Taming Set. Because I read Binding 13, Key 13 in physical copy. I read Saving 6 in physical copy. I actually had the Bloom Ombre Spine cover. and then listened to the audiobook of Redeeming 6 on audio, on Audible, and then I got Taming 7. But, like, you know, I'm just, you know, sad that it's like, okay, now I just have to wait for another good reason. Maybe when, you know, after the new book, I'll probably read it again. Probably read that again. If it's Clear and Gipsy, I don't know. Everyone's Furies, I saw someone post today that everyone thought, like, you know, it's gonna be Gipsy and Claire and then Lizzie and Shuji, and I'm like, I don't really care at this point. Just give me a release day or something. I don't even care whose book is. I just want to know what new book from the series. I know she just came out with one 2 months ago. I think it's been 3 months. I don't even know. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy watching CU. CU was a very chaotic, very all over the place, very time jumpy because I decided to do this, and then like the day after I finished my read of Binding 13, I decided to do immediately start, which I think I'm gonna take a meal break from this video wall for a week or two, so probably until October to, you know, try to catch up on my reading. And then I didn't read. I read like the first a couple pages, and then like over time I would read like a couple pages a day or a couple pages a week or so, and then after this week I was like, okay, so yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!